What's up, everyone? Welcome back to All Takes No Whiffs. I'm Christian. That's Alex, and we are going to be previewing these two fighters together now. Yeah, I know we just dropped their fighter profiles for each fighter, but the mega fight between Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis is finally coming up on us this weekend, April 22nd, in Las Vegas. You got Gervonta Tank Davis at 28-0 with 26 knockouts, one of the highest KOs percentages in all of boxing. And then you got Ryan Garcia at 23-0 with 19 knockouts, a very respectable knockout percentage. No titles on the line for this fight, of course. These are just two of the biggest names around the lightweight weight class that are looking for a bid at Devin Haney's titles, or excuse me, the winner of Devin Haney and Lomachenko's titles. But this is just, you just love to see this right here. Super fights, especially when the fighters are still relatively young. Ryan Garcia being 24, Gervonta 28. Kind of interesting that this is Ryan's 24th pro fight right here. This is Tank's 28th pro fight right here. They're kind of close to their
29th.
ages. Yeah, 29th, excuse me. He's got 28 pro fights. I'm really loving what they're doing right here. Two guys definitely want a shot at glory. You got to go through the best to get to the best. And that's what we're seeing right here. I'm super excited for this because stylistically, this is a really good fight as well. Just all the clout, all the hype aside, this is just from a purist perspective, this is going to be a huge fight as well.
Oh yeah, it's speed versus power, and that's what we absolutely love to see. Tank's got the power. Ryan Garcia's got the speed. Now Garcia does have some power too, but the speed definitely it makes up for it. But I mean, Tank's the one with
Mm-hmm.
the raw power, so that's where this is really interesting stylistically. And then also, both guys are just really active in the ring too. They'll throw a lot of punches. They move around a lot. They got good head movement and everything. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how these guys are going to be coming out. Honestly, in the beginning of this fight, I want these guys to come after each other in the first round, but I think it's going to be kind of more of like a feel out type of thing, especially since we know that there is going to be firepower in this fight the entire time. And also, this fight is not probably going to see the final bell. Both guys want to end this fight. They both want to knock each other out. So it's really just going to come down to who can land that really one punch that's really just going to separate the fight and kind of stun someone, wobble someone, or kind of just throw someone off of their game a bit. And I'm not going to you're not going to give my prediction yet or anything, but Christian, how do you think this fight is going to kind of play out?
To be honest with you, when it comes to how on point these fighters are, when it comes to outside of just their power and throwing punches, like their defense and all that, I kind of give the advantage to Tank. I think he's more light on his feet. Ryan tends to be a little flat-footed sometimes.
Hmm.
Uh, I think that's going to play a factor for sure. I kind of see Ryan kind of chilling in the middle of the ring, trying to take control in that way. I kind of see Tank having maybe a similar approach to the Raleigh fight. Definitely want to be careful of the power that's in front of you, the speed as well. That's going to be the main difference right here. He's got to be a lot more on point with his reflexes and everything. But honestly, I see Tank's advantage with his defense and mobility. I see that coming into play for sure. And like you said, whoever catches the guy first with a significant shot, I think that's going to play out as well because Ryan's left hook that could put anybody out, of course. Gervonta Davis's left hand that could put anybody out, of course. And honestly, it's kind of slept on. Tank's speed, Tank's got some really significant speed too. It's not really as noticeable because with Ryan, just the way he throws it, it's lightning fast. At the same time, though, with Ryan's speed comes a decent amount of inaccuracy. Ryan does
Hmm.
not have the highest percentage of shots landed. He misses a good amount of shots, so I think that's going to play into effect as well. I think that might gas Ryan out a little bit because of that. He's going to be throwing, trying to find his target. It's going to be a hard target to find in Tank.
He's going to be a hard target to find, and I think Tank, he's going to be working on his defense. I know he's been saying that in a lot of interviews I've been watching and stuff. So I think it's going to be kind of hard for Ryan maybe to kind of find him at some point, land a nice
Mm-hmm.
clean shot on him. I just think Tank is going to be super ready for this fight. I think he's going to be on point. His defense is going to be on point. Is really what I'm going to be looking forward to. If his defense is like impeccable, I mean, I just honestly don't think Ryan Garcia has a shot in this fight. But like you did say though, that left hook from Ryan Garcia is just absolutely brutal. So if he can catch him at some point with that, then you never know, honestly. I mean, boxing, we just saw Zhili Zhang. I mean, he just upset Joe Joyce last weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and he literally just used his left hand the entire fight. You never really know what's gonna happen. I'll be looking for Tank's defense in this fight, and then honestly, I
Mhm.
mean, really the only thing I'm probably gonna be not only thing I'll be looking for, but if Ryan can land that left hook, I mean, that's what I think is gonna be his bread and butter right there. But let's get into our
Mhm.
predictions, Christian. Who do you think is gonna win this fight?
Real quick before I get into my prediction, I think something that Ryan could also utilize that could be an advantage for him is imposing his size on Tank. He definitely's got the size advantage and the reach advantage. If he could find a way to use that to his advantage, I think that could be something huge for him in this fight. The only thing is, I don't really see Ryan using that. I don't think that's his preferred method of fighting. He's just really going to really get in there, try to hurt him, try to get that left hook landed. But as for my prediction, though, kind of I'm leaning towards Tank. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like the work that Ryan's putting in the camp. I think he's going all out, and I respect that for sure. But I just think overall, Tank is just a better boxer overall. On top of having more power, maybe Ryan. Yeah, Ryan does have the hand speed advantage, but I think the tools that Tank has in his advantage, I think, is more valuable going into this fight than Ryan. So I think Tank is going to win this fight, and I think Tank is going to stop Ryan. I think Tank is honestly going to knock out Ryan, like lights lights
Oh,
out.
okay.
And I'm going to guess that in round 10, because I do think they're going to try to give the crowd and the fans like one of the best fights that they've been building this fight up a lot. So I think it's definitely going to reach the championship rounds. But Tank's gonna that left hand is gonna eventually land for Tank on the button because Ryan. My thing is with Ryan, he leaves his like what I'm doing right here.
Yeah.
He leaves his chin up so much
Mhm.
when he's throwing his left hook. Uh, he closes his eyes at times too. Like that's a real
That's why it's
serious.
inaccurate too.
That's a real serious flaw to be honest. At that level, I'm hoping that he's working on that and not bringing that into this fight. But it's just the left hand that Luke Campbell caught Ryan Garcia with. I know it was a while ago. If that's a Gervonta Davis left hand, I've been saying
Night
this for
night.
a while now. It is going to he's going to sleep. So I can't I don't see another scenario really playing out in my head. But how about you, Alex?
Yeah, honestly, I'm not surprised with your pick, but I'm surprised with the lights going out for Ryan, honestly. I was not expecting that, but, I think I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I think that Tank is the better boxer in this. I think he's better overall all around. Maybe Brian's got him in speed, but that's about it. And, another thing I think that Tank's got on him is experience. I think he's fought a
Yeah.
lot better boxers. He's got a couple more fights, than him, but it's just the names. These guys are better than what Garcia's gone up against too. But for me, kind of like everything you said, I pretty much agree with it. But for me, I'm gonna go with the 10th round stoppage too. But I'm not gonna say the lights are gonna go out.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a bit. I'm jumping the gun a good bit right there. It's just that's how Tank is. I like that's what I expect from Tank to be
It's
honest
what
with his
they want
opponents.
to do to each other.
Exactly, and my thing is if Ryan were to stop Tank, I could definitely see that happening as well. If Ryan were to stop Tank, I don't think he puts the lights out on Tank. I think he
Hmm.
really hurts him, wobbles him a lot with the left hook if he catches him with one, and then it just puts him out. And I think the ref would get in between them. That's how I see that scenario playing out. But with Tank, if Tank catches Ryan, it's just it. I just feel like everything matches up to a brutal knockout.
Yeah, I mean, it's what it looks like it's gonna be making out to be. I hope one
Mhm.
guy honestly, I'm just happy this fight is just happening in general. It's a mega fight, but both of these guys, they have one punch power that can knock anyone out. But we'll see who's got the better power in this. I think Tank does.
Tank.
Christian looks like he thinks that he's
Same
got
here.
the yeah, he's got the better power too. But we both are really looking forward to this fight this weekend.
Oh
It's gonna
yeah.
be Saturday night, the 22nd. I think it's on DAZN pay-per-view fight. Make sure you order it. It's going to be an absolutely great fight. And make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see our recap for next week and our thoughts on it because you know we are going to be recapping this.
Oh yeah, for sure. We're gonna be all over this next week. I think this fight is gonna be like the talk of the town for a while. It's just one of the biggest fights in boxing. Boxing, I know it has its flaws. I think that everybody knows the flaws of boxing, but when this sport comes through for these major events, it's everybody's tuned in. And these are two guys that tens of millions of followers. People are familiar with them. So there's going to be eyes all over this fight. Cannot wait to watch this alongside all the fans that are going to be tuning in. Cannot wait to just talk about it. But until then, peace.
Peace.